You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Welcome back to the Yours at Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 1995's Judge Dredd, starring Max von Sydow, Diane Lane, Ahmad Asante. Welcome back, Sylvester Stallone. And welcome back, Rob Schneider. Both from the same movie.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
Oh, and welcome Jürgen Prochnow.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, totally. Welcome.
He was...
He was the German judge?
Oh, he was Angry Old Man.
Well, yeah, it was, yeah, I mean, we'll get into this, but I gotta call it out right now. Dueling Europeans there at the top of the council. Just saying. All right, sorry. I couldn't help but bring that one up. On this American council, might I add. But anyway.
This movie sucked. I've never seen this movie before. This movie sucked.
Yeah, I'd never seen it either. I'd seen the remake.
Oh, the remake, which is so much better.
The remake was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Of course the remake was better.
Not
What's
necessarily,
that?
Of course.
That's like saying a piece of paper is better than a shit.
Well, it doesn't always turn out that way. I meant the remake part, not the shit part. That's usually pretty consistent, but yeah,
it's absolutely true. Just because it's a remake doesn't make it better. I haven't seen the remake of Total Recall, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not as good as the original of Total Recall.
Yeah, but when your starting point is this, there's really only one way to go.
Okay, well, look at it another way. If they remake Twilight in like 10 years or something, doesn't necessarily mean the remake is going to be better because the movie is already shit.
I'm open to it.
Join us in 20 years as we review Twilight. Rebreaking Dawn.
Mark, you've obviously seen this before, right?
Oh, yeah. I actually went to the theater to see this. Not that familiar with the comic book itself. British comic book. That doesn't mean that's not why I didn't read it. I just never got into it. I knew about the character a little bit, but it was a comic book movie. So I'm like, all right, sure, I'll give it a shot. It was the 90s. I apparently had no taste in them. I had no choice, really. We weren't getting that much. It was this or Batman and Robin.
Well, this is very, very 90s.
Oh, yeah. This is what we were doing back then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How about you, Tex?
Nope.
So first time for both of you.
Oh, yeah. Like, I had seen, I think, about 2 minutes of this movie once completely accidentally. Because I don't know, flicked to the channel at the end of it or something, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It was just kind of playing in the background. It's one of those, like, the channel changes, you don't really notice what's on, you're doing something else, you look over and you're like, what the hell is this, flick?
Mm.
That was pretty much it.
Yeah, this ended up being a Sunday afternoon. If nothing else is on, I'm going to watch it.
No, not even remotely. No. Mm-mm.
That's what it became to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, over the years. I went to the theater to see it, and that's the last time I paid for it.
Yeah, see, like the 2 minutes or whatever that I saw was when they were trying to break into the city.
Oh.
So I didn't have any point of reference at all. I just saw Rob Schneider on one side, Sylvester Stallone on the other, yelling at each other while fire goes through something. And I'm like, what? Okay, flick.
Yeah, if that's all you're coming into, you could have confused it for Super Mario Brothers at that point. Pipes and fire and two guys,
Yeah, true.
One of them maybe, one of them is Italian. I mean, you never know, right? So.
Well, Tex, why don't you help me out? Take us through Judge Dredd.
All right, I'm not sure if you'll understand it any better, but Our story begins with lots of pages from comic books, which leads me to naturally assume it's an entirely new story and not adapted from one. James Earl Jones gives us exposition that the world is fucked and now run by cops that have jurisdiction over everyone and everything. Rob Schneider shows up as Ferguson, so if you're hoping for a serious movie, get ready for a whole lot of ham. He gets assigned to the war zone district and his new roommates commit homicide because it's Tuesday, I guess. Anywho, Sylvester shows up to show off how badass he is, tell the other cops how much they suck, and kill pretty much everyone but Ferguson. At a round table of the angry old people, the characters take time to yell at each other. Dredd gets promoted or reprimanded, not sure what.
Yeah.
The warden at Future Prison gives Rico a present that backfires and then gets killed by his own turret guns because movies. Dredd gives a lecture on how cool cop toys are and the loneliness that they can look forward to. Officer Bright Eyes wants to talk backstory, but Dredd isn't having it, and Rico sneaks back to the city to be reunited with his robot. Dredd gets framed for murder and sentenced to life imprisonment, and Rico shows up in James' office to yell at him. Dredd meets up with Ferguson again, and their transport gets shot down by some of the cast from Deliverance. Dredd saves them both, an angry old man shows up to get killed and gives some last-minute exposition to inform Dredd he's actually a genetically modified super cop, and Rico is his genetically modified supervillain brother. Any doodles, chaos reigns all over the city. Dredd and Ferguson plan how to get back into the city, while the council decides to make a lot of super babies quickly. The council gets destroyed, Rico betrays Griffin in a shocking twist, and Dredd and Rico have a screaming match and then a final showdown. Dredd gets his ass saved by Hershey again, and then it's time to go back to work like nothing happened. One more shot of Dredd looking over the city, and roll credits.
Tex, I knew you were going to say that. This movie sucks so bad. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
It starts off as a man movie. You know what I mean? Like the 90s were full of these short, tough-sounding sentences, heroic posing, quipping, guns, explosions, real man-type stuff, right?
Hell yeah.
Then it just devolves into pointless talking.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
they try
blah.
and put some exposition in there.
I mean, the fucking Outlanders talk, the fucking Super Judges talk, fucking Stallone talks, which is never a good sign. Fucking Snyder gets to talk for some reason. Talk, yap, 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 yap.
And
okay.
That's it.
He's his brother.
Yeah.
He can use the gun. He set him up for murder. Go! What's with the yapping? If Jason Statham was in this movie, it would have been a hell of a lot better, would have been a hell of a lot shorter, and a lot less talking.
And a lot more kicking. Jason Statham makes good action movies where there's very little talking needed. Well, yeah, he lets his facial expressions do the talking for him. He lets the situation, play itself out. And he just delivers a few one-liners and away he goes. Like my fists will do the rest.
I have a question, shockingly enough.
Well, we all do. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first time that you see Sylvester Stallone without his helmet,
yeah,
they do this big reveal
Thank
thing,
you.
and I'm just like, was that supposed to be a surprise?
Yeah, I wrote down a note. What? Judge Dredd is Stallone? What?
Yeah, seriously. Because it's not like he's not easily recognizable. And also, I don't get it. You kill someone, you get killed, or you go to prison?
Ah, okay. Well, first of all, I have almost the exact same notes. Why would revealing Stallone's face be a big reveal? Do we not know his voice? Did we not see the credits?
You see the poster? Stallone is Dredd?
Yeah. So are you referring to why does Stallone go to jail, but he also executes other guys for killing people?
No, not why does Stallone go to jail. Why does... when he's first fighting the other guys and whatever and kills everybody.
Yeah.
But then that one guy, he's gonna take him to prison. But then he's gonna shoot him or whatever, so he kills him. And then you see mass murderer guy Rico in prison.
Yeah.
Because he's a mass murderer.
Ah.
So I'm like, what, how, why?
Yeah, what's this world? There's 2 mega cities, there's Aspen, and then there's some other place.
I think Aspen is just a prison, actually.
Well, okay,
right.
But so is Mega City because Rob Schneider gets brought here because he broke the law.
No, Rob Schneider.
Sorry,
gets
broke the law.
No, Rob Schneider gets brought to Mega City because he's now released from prison.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it?
Yes, that was a ship full of prisoners who had served their time and were going back into society. That's where we meet Schneider, coming into Mega City from Aspen Prison. So then he's supposed to live in a certain part of town. That's the government said, okay, this is where you're going to live now. When he gets there, it's full of people that are already shooting up the place. And there's in the middle of a block war. The big joke being that when he sees he's supposed to go to Paradise Towers or whatever, and he sees the pool, and no, that's not where he's going. Wah, wah, you're going to a shithole.
Yeah.
So, to answer Tex's question, everyone thinks that Rico is dead. The only ones who know that he's actually not, that he wasn't finally killed for being a mass murderer, are a couple of the high-ranking judges and the prison warden. So otherwise, this is part of the whole conspiracy where Rico is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, why is there a conspiracy?
Okay.
And why does it waste so much time revealing this conspiracy? Like, seriously.
Well, this is where the 2 European judges come in.
Right. But Rico gets out halfway through the movie.
Yeah, but he's been on ice for 6 years or so.
Yeah,
at least.
no, that's fine. Release him 10 minutes in. Who cares? It's an action movie.
Yeah.
It's a Stallone movie.
Oh, sure, but you got to show that Stallone is a badass first before you don't just go right to the boss fight as soon as you turn on the game. No, you got to have some henchmen.
Well, no, you let him do what he did, but do the action stuff that he did, but stop talking about it. That's all I'm saying. Just stop talking.
So the whole plot, the whole big conspiracy of this movie is Jürgen Prochnow, the German European guy. I'm just trying to tell them apart. Oddly enough,
Griffin?
the younger of the two old guys.
Yeah, Griffin, yeah.
Just go
Yeah,
with
he's working with Rico and this evil scientist who we get introduced to in the third act. They want to control everybody if they can control the judges, they can control everybody. And the only way to control the judges is if they're just using clones.
Which
they make
I don't
their own
understand.
I'm sorry?
I also need that explained to me, because why does DNA equal control? Because Stallone is genetically modified.
Yeah.
And they don't control him. Rico is genetically modified. Nobody controls him.
That's right.
So why would Rico's DNA make the other clones be controllable?
Because of the advancements in cloning, that's what they tell us, that the
I
advancements
think
in cloning
the answer is
technology.
just movies.
I'm sorry?
I think the answer is movies.
Oh, maybe, but that's the plan. I'm not saying the plan goes to fruition, but they also have the ability to create a fully grown clone in 8 hours.
Yeah.
By this point, right? So when Stallone and Rico were created, they didn't. So
Yeah, and a fully grown clone that has a piece of their stomach, piece of a hole in their stomach, basically, where the skin hasn't grown over yet, but the rest of the body is created.
Oh, well, now those weren't fully cooked yet. You ever heat up a Hot Pocket, but it's still cold on the inside?
Granted, but why the skin choose that particular spot not to yet grow?
Well, I'm not a clonist. I can't answer that.
Of course.
Okay. Okay. If you're a judge and you retire, why do you have to take the long walk?
That's just a thing. That's just a thing for their society. It's like a society quirk. You ever see? I mean, in a lot of these sci-fi movies, there's always some sort of society quirk thing that's different than how we do it. So it must be the future.
But if it's a death sentence, why don't you make the prisoners do the long walk?
Oh, to bring law to the lawless? That's their whole point. That's what they tell us. What a great retirement package. Oh, I'm in agreement. This sucks. I would not want to be a judge but they think it's some sort of honor to go out into the wildlands or whatever, the cursed earth, and actually bring law to the lawless, you know.
Yeah, lawless. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah. And they say it's a death sentence, but everyone we meet outside the wall is alive.
Yeah, and has a reputation.
Yeah, and it is known.
Yeah,
when he actually said
they're
that, when he was
famous.
like, "Oh, it's the angels, whatever," I'm like, "Wait,
yeah.
hang on, how do you know about them?"
I know. I can't explain everything in this damn movie. I'm doing a hell of a job here. I'm going to just take that pat on the back, but I cannot make excuses for everything in this movie. So this movie does suck. And by the way, if you forgot that you were in a comic book movie, first of all, the opening is going to remind you, and secondly, Armand Assante is going to remind you the whole rest of the way.
Oh my God. Now I know what happened to the when we had that major worldwide pork shortage in 1995. There's so much ham getting eaten in this movie. I'm surprised the sets were staying up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Armand Assante is he's so over the top. Like it's Masters of the Universe level over the top.
Oh, now I really want like a hammy supervillains. Oh my God, could you imagine Skeletor and Rico and M. Bison from Street Fighter?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, my mind's just blown. I love this.
And Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat.
Shao Kahn.
And Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. We could do like an Or Is It Supervillains gallery. It'd be great. Oh, of course you got to bring Simon Phoenix in.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
To quip and be racist.
So I have a note here that said, man, being stuck on guard the insanely giant wall, that would suck. That dude would suck.
There's the one guy.
Yeah, one
I
dude.
noticed that. There's the one guy sitting on the balcony outside the wall.
Got the whole wall.
And none of the other balconies had guys on them.
I know.
Wow,
as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy. So I always like how in the future, apparently in the future, all of our cities are just going to go up, right? We're just going to build up and up and up.
Yes.
But apparently, as we do so, we will not be able to resist ourselves from building like bigger and more ridiculous space-wasting signs and billboards and shit.
Yeah. Apparently, signs that try to kill you. Like, there are flying cars all over the place. And this sign is your fucking, your obstacle course for the day? Like, can I get through that thing before it fucking slams down and electrocutes me?
I know. That'd be like if I started my own lawn mowing business for the summer and I just grab one of those construction, cones and just throw it right out in the middle of the highway with my advertising on it saying, like,
yeah, exactly.
Mean Mark's lawn mowing,
Well, speaking of the advertisements, I wonder what kind of food a restaurant serves that's named, Eat Your Own Stuff.
I don't know, and I'm afraid to find out. Yeah.
Like, do you have to bring your food to that restaurant? Do they cook it? I guess that's really the question.
I guess. I don't know. There's a big premium on recycled food. Maybe just bring your garbage
there. Yeah, I was
there.
going to say, I can't help but wonder if it has something to do with recycling stuff.
Yeah, eat recycled food.
Hi, welcome to Eat Your Own Stuff. My name is Cindy. I'll be your waitress. We have no specials. Because you have to eat your own stuff.
Our special today is, what did you bring?
Yeah. Yeah. Do they charge you for eating your food in their restaurant?
I would imagine so.
Probably. It's the future, so of course.
Maybe they have a premium on microwaves, so there you go. You have to cook it yourself.
I was totally going an entirely different way than that in my head, but okay.
And one of the other billboards I saw was a face. It was just a face. It didn't say anything, like as they were flying by.
Yeah.
But it looked exactly like the face that the magic mirror has in the movie Shrek. Except it was red. So I wonder if like that guy who made that ended up working on Shrek.
Oh, I don't know, but I really hope so now. Like Chet only has one good design. Oh no, sorry, this would be Jerry, right?
Yeah, that'd be Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little better than Jerry.
Yeah. I would say that.
Teacher.
For 95? Yeah.
95, yeah. Yeah, the special effects for 95 were pretty good. Don't forget, Power Rangers came out the same year.
Huh.
Well, at least we didn't get Stallone like swinging his arms wildly as he talked. And
Or
I can't do a
backflipping
visual.
everywhere
It's
he
a
went.
podcast, so.
Didn't we? No. I mean,
Oh, come
I
on
guess
then.
Armando Asante or Rico did, but
Yes. I got you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, we didn't get Stallone doing that. No. Stallone was like stone-faced throughout the whole thing, pretty much.
Well, we did get a big giant robot.
We did, yes.
So,
yeah, who was only broken because one wire was split in two?
Oh, I never knew that one. I've seen that a couple of times, and I'm like, oh, first of all, okay, there wasn't anything that majorly wrong with it, and secondly, how the fuck did Rico know that?
Yeah.
How do you know how to fix them? I don't know. You know what? I wish I could do that with my car. I'm just going to roll up to it and be like, click, all right, good, we're done. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck you, garage. You know?
Mark's Mechanic Services. Click.
Yeah.
Okay, $600.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I am the law in engine repair. Oh, did you catch the big joke at the beginning? They're on the corner of Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I caught that.
Nope.
Huh? If I could jab you with my elbow. Huh?
You miss a lot of dialogue when you do 1.5 speed.
Trust me, you miss a lot of dialogue when the movie sucks.
You start checking your Facebook and
yeah. I'm trying not to include when the Angry Birds took on the pigs in this movie. And oh my God, could those guns be any bigger?
Yeah, holy shit.
I know we've done Doom and the BFG, but Jesus Christ, every gun in this movie is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's like the BFG became standard issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a single barrel, too, for some of them. They have a huge barrel, but then it's like one little bullet. It comes out. Beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that fairly small handgun that has like 6,000 different settings on it.
Oh my God, and how many friggin' rounds?
Yeah.
And how does that even work? How do you have grenades in a gun like that?
This is like the biggest magic bean, I think, in the movie is the lawgiver. That's I still can't figure it out to this day. And the funny thing is, at least to me anyway, I finally picked up on it. During his little lecture, Stallone actually says it has a 25 round clip. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. He would be like, rapid fire, and then reload, click, and like that way.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be no flares or grenades or anything. There's no room for anything in there. Where's the fucking clip?
Yeah.
It should be the size of him. Like, you should have it in a wheelbarrow.
And how does it understand Stallone? I think the circuitry just
I don't know, because we barely do.
the circuitry and the computer chip technology and all the programming required to understand and translate Stallone.
Well, have you ever used any of these text to speech, like the more advanced ones, where they actually try and learn you? Like they have you say, like it'll put a word on the screen, has you say it, so that way it learns how you talk. Could you imagine when he was at the academy and he gets his lawgiver on graduation day? He's like, rapid fire. Please say again, rapid fire. And meanwhile, the guy next to him is like, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Then there's a scientist down behind the computer that's setting all this up and trying to calibrate him. He's like, oh, okay, I guess today's guy, I'm going to earn my paycheck.
Clear my schedule.
Yeah. Janie, cancel my 2 o'clock.
My 9 o'clock's going to take me till 5 o'clock today. So
Pretty much, yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, rapid fire. Did you mean call Shelley?
I see you're trying to change the bullets. Would you like help?
And Clippy comes back. Is that what happens? Grenade. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Grenade. Did you say rapid fire? Help me. Speak English.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This gun is only.
I'm the law. Fucking hell. And his whole plan to get back inside of the to get back inside of the city, he says, those things spout fire every 30 seconds, and these refugees figured out that they can run in the tunnels. Well, did they make it through? No. So why is that a good plan?
I don't know. It's like the only one they've got?
I've got a better question. Why, knowing that he has 30 seconds, does Ferguson fall and instead of getting his ass up and running, lays there going, Dredd!
There's no possible way I can stand up by myself under my own power. Help me.
Yeah.
I know. It's the worst. It absolutely is the worst. I hate that scene. And Mr. Bean, Ron Atkinson has this great joke about a guy falling down when he's drunk, and he says, sorry about that. The floor is deceptively flat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what
the Indian restaurant.
Yes. From when he performs at Boston College there.
No.
So that I keep thinking of that bit when I see Schneider falling on a deceptively flat grate.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great routine.
They didn't even take
Canadians say he tripped over the blue line.
Yeah, exactly. To use a Canadian reference, yeah, they don't even take the time to have one grade a little higher than the other, and his foot catches on it or something like that. He doesn't get injured when he falls down, so he can't run. He's just completely useless. He spends most of this movie just yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yeah,
Dredd! Ugh.
This is the mid-'90s when everyone tried to make Rob Schneider some kind of star based on basically one SNL sketch. The Richmeister. Making copies.
Yeah.
That was the only good thing he ever did on Saturday Night Live. Ever. I was a big fan of SNL back then.
Me too.
And he was so over star powered by everyone else. You had Chris Farley, you had Adam Sandler, you had Chris Rock,
Dana Carvey,
Mike Myers. You had all these guys.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is the one they want to make. Okay.
And he was good as part of that larger ensemble comedy cast.
Yes, because he had a smaller part.
And he had, he was, he was surrounded by greatness too. I almost feel for the guy. I don't know why it just never really, really took off. But anyway, this is not helping. Whatever they wrote, you know what? Let's even leave Schneider out of it. This part doesn't matter if it's Schneider, Carvey, whoever. Even if they put Chris, a young Chris Tucker screaming his lungs out, that's not helping anybody.
No.
This part is bad.
No, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything that Dredd couldn't do himself.
I love too when he does the whole praise the Lord, blah blah blah, and they're like, oh, do we have a believer, and yada yada yada, and then he unties them and everything, and Dredd's like, joke's on you, they're cannibals. It's like, fucking duh.
Yeah.
Do you see food anywhere? Fucking duh.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you think they were eating, you moron?
It's the curse.
And then it actually has to show the human that's actually being roasted on a spit. I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Because we didn't know what cannibal meant. Thank you.
Yeah, no shit.
But on top of that, how did Rob Schneider not see that? It's in the middle of the fucking room.
He was distracted by the ugly?
Yeah, maybe. This is a case of the character not being able to see outside the lens of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Not really be aware of their surroundings that should be apparent.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
You're right. Yeah. Since we're on that scene right now, where was Ma?
That's a good question.
I guess there just came a point where Pa decided to stop having kids and had dinner?
Or it was something as simple as, she just died but became dinner.
Maybe. Oh, I imagine that big, whatever that hell, General Electric thing was that kid probably killed her.
Yeah.
Maybe Pa took her too seriously when she said, "Oh, eat me."
Over my dead body.
Well, that can be arranged.
Yeah.
Tex, I don't know if you'll get this reference or not. I don't know if you watched the show. Mark, when they showed the city, I think from the outside when they were trying to get in or they're flying around or something, there was a giant, what looked to be a head, some kind of animal head.
Yeah.
And these two big pillars on either side. And I'm like, Mega City is the Thundercats lair?
Maybe it was built around it. I don't know if the Thundercats ever. Maybe they settled down in the future, and then we just built around them.
Because if Lion-O and Panthro can come out in this, I'm all for that. Just leave Snarf behind, because we already have Rob Schneider. So.
Oh no! Please, can we trade? I would rather. Thank you. So I know you normally do the trivia, Sean, but I have a little piece of trivia. It's not, well, I don't know how factual it is. It's one of these kind of rumors that kind of went around geekdom. So the rumor is that they actually put Stallone on an apple box during the scene when he's talking down to Schneider when he first arrests him.
I believe it.
Yeah, because you notice how he looms right over Rob Schneider?
Yeah.
By a good helmet.
Yeah, but the thing is like you actually see him in the background when Ferguson first shows up. At least it looks like Stallone. And that guy's taller than Schneider.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Stallone is infamously not a very tall man, and so they...
No, I know, but it looks like Schneider is not very tall either.
No, but I mean, it's not a case of Schneider being that much shorter than Stallone in real life. So for a lot of scenes, like especially when he's up close and he's beside somebody, from what I understand, it wasn't just that scene that every once in a while, when they were doing like a side-by-side, they actually had to put him up on something in order to film so he looked taller than, let's say, Diane Lane or Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Huh.
Diane Lane, by the way.
I know.
Can't let that go by. Diane Lane.
Yeah, she's really hot in this movie.
She's 30 in this movie.
Yeah, good for her.
She looks damn good for 30.
She looks damn good for anything, right?
I thought she was, I thought she was 21.
I know, like she looks like the fresh-faced rookie.
Yeah.
She could have easily been the rookie, but the rookie gets killed, so I'm glad she wasn't.
I looked it up on IMDb. She was born in 1965. I went, no fucking way.
I know, yeah. And she goes from this now 20 years later, she's Ma Kent.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got something actually, I'm surprised you guys haven't mentioned yet.
What's that?
We should have welcomed something else back for this movie.
What's that?
Stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants?
Stretchy pants.
Oh, yes. Yeah, future.
Stretchy pants.
Well,
stretchy pants from the future. Apparently it's part of every cop uniform in the future.
That's right. Now, I mean, look outside your window. The future is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently Lululemon must have seen these and was like, I wonder. We'll try women first, see if it catches on.
Yeah.
Then we'll make it a part of every police force, you know.
I didn't notice the stretchy pants. I noted the giant cod pieces.
Now, did Judge Hershey have a giant cod piece for herself? No.
No, I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either.
And did you see the credit where the Judge Dredd's costume was designed by Gianni Versace?
Was it really?
It's, yeah, right in the opening, and they actually have a full side credit, like costume designed by so-and-so, Judge Dredd's costume designed by Gianni Versace.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Wow.
That was one of those things that kind of went around. They kind of put that out there as the part of the pre-movie press back in the 90s.
But really, it's just essentially a onesie with football pads?
With giant eagle football pads and a giant codpiece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's starting to make sense now.
Plus he had that little chain.
Oh, yes, the chain to go with the badge?
Yeah, I guess.
In case
Even
it
though
falls
no one else
off?
had the chain, just the badge.
Is that like a chain wallet, maybe?
Maybe.
That's what I wanted to see, was another chain kind of going down the back and into his pocket where his wallet was.
If your cop and your wallet are both on a chain. All right.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm kind of surprised when they do the pan up. I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't say "I am the law" when it hits the codpiece. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so like, I'm the law. You know,
This is my gavel. You know. I hate to start talking about the plot here, but when Judge Dredd is on trial.
Ah, yes.
So Hershey, who I guess is the only cop named after chocolate, is she makes the point that the video cannot be entered into evidence because it's not good enough quality, and quote unquote, we know that the judge costume and badges can be duplicated.
Yes.
Okay. But no one considers that the files in Central can be tampered with?
That's the arrogance of the council.
Right. But they don't, but they show that they don't have arrogance just seconds prior to that.
Yeah, well, we find out how he gets convicted, right? Someone with the exact same DNA, apparently, uses the gun. So they take it that it wasn't manipulated, that it was just, this is fact. They would never consider that, oh, by the way, this guy may have had a clone who may have done the murder, so that would have given the evidence that they were looking for.
And I guess I'd be willing to buy that if Stallone had played Rico as well.
That would have been kind of cool. I don't think we were there in 95 just yet. Had Meet the Clumps come out yet?
Had what come out yet?
Meet the Clumps?
No.
What the hell is that?
Eddie Murphy?
That's the Nutty Professor Eddie Murphy sequel.
Where he plays,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Meet the Clumps might not have come out, but Nutty Professor did.
95?
Pretty sure.
I thought that was later.
There were a couple years separating Meet the Clumps and Nutty Professor, and there's a scene in Nutty Professor that's all Eddie Murphy, except for that kid.
They still could have done it, and I think that would have been a cool twist.
They
I'm pretty
did
sure
it
Time
in the
Cop was
60s.
out by now.
They did it in the 60s with Parent Trap.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Yes.
It's
okay.
possible to do it.
Yeah, just do camera tricks.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
See, that's the thing is you're saying that these guys have the same DNA. Okay, fine, but then they don't look anything alike.
No.
Yeah, they're almost insinuating that like Armand Assante is what Stallone would have looked like if he was evil.
Yeah.
Like, evil changes you physically?
I guess.
Yeah, see, I think actually this movie would have been much better if it had been a matter of two Stallones. Because you also would have, the very first time that you see Buddy in prison and saw Sylvester Stallone, you would have been like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go down that road. I mean, for their backstory, because they grew up in the academy together, blah, 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 like it would have, or, you know what I mean? Like that they feed the characters.
Yeah.
It would have been, I guess, weirder if it's, he looks just like me, you know? Like, and he instantly would have thought of his twin, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that would have made a better movie. You're right.
Yeah.
It just would have made more sense. I would have been able to believe it more, I guess.
Yeah,
And that's the other thing when you're talking about Rico is later on when he's, I guess they have the old DNA from the Janus Project.
Yes.
So, but he says throw that out and use mine.
Yes.
And then the little Asian lab worker girl comes in. She's like, "What? You can't do that. That's not part of the plan." And I wrote, "What? The evil guy is evil? What?"
You know what I always love about movies is that the evil guy always knows more about the conspiracy and whatever than the good guy. Because somehow the evil guy already knew Judge Dredd was his brother. Apparently always knew.
Yeah.
Always knew he was genetically modified and everything. Why is it that the evil one always knows? Like, are they just snoopier?
Well, I think what we have is a bit more teamwork on the evil side, usually, at least at the beginning. So he's getting more information. they want to use him for evil, so the other evil guys tell him stuff that they're not going to tell the good guy because the evil guy won't try and stop them. That's usually how it starts.
I guess, but if that was the case, then why wouldn't he have been doing all that stuff covertly in the first place so that Dredd wouldn't have had to judge him and sentence him?
Yeah, they don't tell us enough about that. I think if they had done something like, he was trying to start this chaos because they wanted to use the Janus Project and Dredd stopped them, that might have made more sense. But it's almost like they came up with this grand plan after Rico gets caught for nothing, just murdering people. How did he graduate judge school and become a mass murderer?
Well, he was a judge, from what I gathered.
Yeah, so they put him...
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
And then turned evil?
Yeah, like...
He caught the evil virus?
Yeah, and how exactly what did he do that was so evil? Because judges have the right to kill anyway.
They're
more or less... literally judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah.
So how exactly does a judge do something? Did he kill somebody innocent?
That must have been it.
Maybe he just randomly started killing people?
But then how do you know they're innocent if they can declare them guilty?
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he just randomly started killing people without actually saying, you've been sentenced or whatever the fuck.
There might have been witnesses.
If he didn't actually have that farce of a trial with people that said, you've been charged with this, how do you plead?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it matter what you say? He's just going to judge you anyway.
I kind of, yeah.
Maybe it's a matter of if you say guilty, then they don't give you as bad of a punishment?
Well, I don't know about that because
nobody said guilty. You never see anybody say guilty. They all say not guilty.
Right.
And then he renders a verdict.
But in
maybe
Dredd's case, though, when he first goes into that apartment to get all those guys, he's naming off the charges and the sentencing that comes with it before he asks, how do you plead?
Yeah,
assault on a cop, 2 years. Unlawful use of a weapon, 5 years.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe if he says, how do you plead, and they say guilty, maybe they don't get those full years, or maybe they don't do this, or whatever.
I suppose, yeah, if you throw yourself at the mercy of the codpiece, maybe, you render a lighter verdict.
Exactly. Because, look how, modern day sentencing works. You kill someone, you can get up to 10 years. However, extenuating circumstances, you can get more, you can get less.
You can plea bargain.
Exactly. So, can you plea bargain with a judge?
I don't know. They never really tell us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Huh. Hadn't thought of that because they just don't do it. Like, whether you're innocent or guilty, it's the judge's final verdict. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but no one actually pleads guilty. No one actually says, yep, my bad, you're right, I did it.
Did the final showdown in the lab, did that set look familiar to either one of you?
Kind of looked like Demolition Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It looked exactly like the set from Demolition Man.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
Well, so did the uniforms, aside from the football pads, so.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's true too, yeah.
I wonder if they just filmed them back to back. Like, they just, they came, you have Wesley Snipes and him doing something on the set, and then, they call cut, and then Wesley Snipes goes to film another movie, and then you have Armand Assante come in, they just reset the dressing on the set, action.
I wonder if Stallone is off there getting into character, like, okay, you're now filming Judge Dredd. Okay, hang on a second, let me get prepared. I am the law. I am the law. I am the law. I am the law. Okay, I'm ready. Nobody been able to say the word law.
Yeah, even Asante. Law. I love that. That's actually my favorite scene is when you have, or one of my favorite scenes anyway, because there's a few, just like blowing shit up's always fun. But when you have Stallone and Asante using the word law, you broke the law. Law.
Law.
Oh, by the way, side note here, Central Computer, dare I say the sexiest computer voice all the way from 95 until Scarlett Johansson and Her.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Siri.
Which is kind of funny considering it's supposed to be very serious, like people being judged, their lives are, either going to be like in prison or executed. And it's like, hey, judge, here's the information you want. I can't do it as well as text could, but, I'm just saying.
Can we go back to the part in the prison just for a second? Because I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. So he gives him his little transforming gun thing, his little present. And somehow, I don't know, scanners, whatever, didn't notice that there were bullets in the gun. Whatever, fine. But he shoots the warden in the neck. And then the warden says to the guns something about shoot or whatever, and the guns are like, that voice isn't recognized, now we have to kill you.
I know.
So they shoot him, but the prisoner can just stroll right by. And the two wardens that come, they're the two, friggin' officers that come running in aren't gunned down by the guns?
Rico doesn't get gunned down because he's supposed to be there. That's what I got out of it.
Okay, but he was supposed to be in a prison.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. And now he's not anymore. So shouldn't the guns have been like, wait a second? Shouldn't there have been some type of sensory thing or whatever? But when the other guys come running in, why weren't they shot?
Oh, that one I can answer because they do the security override on the outside. So it's like they do the work for him, right? They do the security override so they can go in. So the guns are off so they can do their job. And then that way Asante can just kick their ass and leave.
Yeah, I still think he should have been shot, though, by the guns.
Well, what we should have seen was him waiting in his cell, or at least his little circle area, because that's where he would have been allowed to be.
Yes.
And then as soon as they say security override, him jumping down and playing peekaboo.
Yes.
And then, yeah, so I think that's what we're supposed to assume is that he waited for them to come in and then got on tippy toes or whatever it was he did there. And
Got on tippy toes.
that's my go-to for hiding, by the way. If anyone's hiding, they're on tippy toes. So, by the way, I think if they had as many troopers on the streets as they did in the courts and guarding the prisons and giving 21 gun salutes, this city would be fine. Don't you?
Yeah.
They're everywhere except out upholding the law.
Yeah.
They admit they have 65 million people in a city built for 20 million. And they have hundreds of guys that are just playing Stormtrooper all day.
Yeah.
And 100 some odd judges? And that's it? And they're not going to send these guys out into the street to help out? Nope. I got to go guard this giant wall that no one's coming near.
That they can't get in.
Yeah, and so they have a guy on the wall, and yet Stallone and Schneider make it back in. What the hell is that? Well, one of the things I love is how they keep throwing the law into Dredd's face, and he can't defend himself.
Yeah.
I picked up on that this time. They keep doing it. They're like, the law never makes me. Oh, never mind. Wah wah.
Yeah.
Which is the weirdest part of this movie. They're trying to set up this world where he is the law, and the law is supposed to be absolute. But in their first venture out, all they want to do is prove that the law sucks and it's fallible.
Yeah.
And really, there shouldn't be this system.
Yeah. And what does he do? Goes back to work.
He goes back to, thank you. Yes, he goes back to the system that he knows is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you make this your first venture? This is why that sequel is so much better. Judge Dredd, upholding the law, kicking ass doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah.
Like, they could not have set up Stallone for a better action movie than literally playing judge, jury, and executioner. He does it in every other movie where he's a rogue cop and goes shooting up the place. Now he literally is the judge with a fucking gun with unlimited ammo. Why do they have to go and try and break the system in their first outing? Oh, apparently I've been waiting on that to vent that since 95.
There, I said it. I feel better.
Oh my god. Go dated reference.
So, can I have a short edition of If I Were?
Oh yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Now, for those of you who don't know, I am not an inbred redneck living in the cursed earth. But if I were, I absolutely would always try and blow up my food before eating it.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
A rocket launcher? Really? That's what you want to do to bring down the plane full of food? That's like taking a bazooka out deer hunting.
And how is it in the future with these super prisons that these regular criminals can pick the locks with a knife?
I don't know.
And why does he have a knife?
I don't know. This is so weird.
I can't get on the plane with a bottle of water, and this guy gets on a fucking prisoner exchange ship with a fucking knife?
Thank you. I was actually going to say, when you were like, how did he pick the locks with a knife? I was like, how the fuck did he get the knife? Like, it's not like it's not like it's concealed very well.
Yeah.
He doesn't in his shoe. It's in his frickin' sock. Like, metal scanners don't exist anymore in the future?
Have you seen the cod pieces? No one would get anywhere, you know.
Yeah. Okay, but we're talking about prisoners.
I'm with you.
Don't
Absolutely.
have cod pieces. They're not scanned before they get on the plane.
Yeah, and again, yeah, you're right. On a prisoner transport, I could see if this, the future gets so crowded that on a regular cross-town flight, this might happen, where someone's able to get onto a sky bus with a shiv. But this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
And it goes nowhere.
A lot of this is unacceptable, actually. Like, there's a lot in this movie as far as the justice system is concerned that is completely unacceptable.
Yeah. And why bother having that scene anyway? Where does fighting a guy off with your arm pay off when the whole friggin' plane blows up?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Why bother doing that in the first place?
But how did he do that anyway? Because his locks weren't picked.
He's the law?
I don't know. I'm going to have to borrow your own.
His arm is up there stopping the guy from stabbing him in the throat, and it's like, well, how'd you do that?
Well, the arms weren't tied down. It was just a thing over the chest, right?
I thought it was like an arm chest thing. Like you had the...
No, I kind of saw it like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You just bring it down over the chest. So you can flail your arms and whee!
They even had the guy come and check to make sure that you're buckled in. There's a guy walking back and forth.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to...
Yeah, that cursory check.
Yeah.
Chug, chug, tug, tug. Yeah, okay, you're good. Yeah, you're not falling out at sea. Good.
One prisoner's freaking out in the back because she had a premonition.
Ma'am, you're going to have to leave your purse.
She wants off, Mark, maybe you can answer this question, because this bothers me. In a lot of sci-fi films, there are vehicles that shoot lasers, especially flying vehicles. In this movie, it's the little, what I call the ghosts out of Halo. That's essentially what they were. They were ghost halos that could fly.
Love it.
But they shoot these lasers out.
Yeah.
But the laser explodes after a certain while?
Yes.
Why?
Because,
I know movies.
Well, okay, yeah. So this would be in sci-fi considered a plasma burst as opposed to a laser.
Okay, so they're shooting bombs essentially, like small bombs.
Kind of energy, if you will, balls of energy, like mini comets, if you will, of energy. They have tails. This is incredibly nerdy, I know, but I'm just saying. There's a visual difference that they sometimes, and now how they're able to produce these, don't bother.
I'm willing to go with sci-fi movie, but at the same time, if that's the case, shouldn't the onboard computer tell you, hey, he's too far away for this to be used effectively?
Well, in this movie, these things barely work. They're not speeder bikes. So I can see why they wouldn't bother telling you he's too far out of range, because every second word is malfunction.
That's true, because it does constantly say malfunction.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No,
like they should say out of range. That should be the message. I mean, if we can get this in Top Gun, why not here in the future? You're right. And why the police stuff doesn't work, but everyone else has a flying car, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. When Stallone's escaping the police station, right after, because they go back in, they go for Hershey, and they go to, I guess, find the rest of the judges and that, and they have to flee the police station. I find it funny that Stallone actually proves how worthless this armor is, because like one of the first things he does when he gets out, he's like, well, I don't need this disguise anymore. Fuck this shit. And he throws it away. That's supposed to be the armor to protect him.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I mean, they're shooting at it, and it's not. The bullets aren't going through the armor.
Yeah, true.
Like that's the whole point of it, right? And they call it armor and everything like that. But that's why. Thanks for proving that this whole aesthetic thing that you worked so hard to create for this movie is friggin' useless, and just huck it away.
Well, I don't see how it would be useful anyway, because it's covering his shoulders.
Oh, I know. I know.
It's not covering any part of his chest at all, where you can get shot and die pretty much instantly, depending on where you get shot. No protection there whatsoever.
I would counter with he wears his heart on his sleeve, but his sleeves aren't covered either, so...
Yeah, in the comic books, he's got a bit more armor. It's a bit more comprehensive. It's not all gold and friggin' looks like it came out of ancient Egypt, but at least he's got something like a vest and shit like that on. That's actually,
Well, let me ask this question, because the whole judge thing seems to be completely moot anyway, because you have these other guys that look like 2014 RoboCops that can arrest him. So if you have this other Supreme Police Force, what do you need the judges for?
Well, and that's what I was saying earlier, is that why they have so many they have judges for judges. Why not put those guys out in the street too?
Yeah.
Put the super judges or whatever the hell they're called. I don't know what these guys are. These friggin' not stormtroopers are everywhere. Put them out in the streets.
Yeah.
Strike some fear. I don't know. Like, this is like part of the thing. It's like, where the hell are all these other people coming from? With bigger guns.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Oh, yeah. I kind of laughed when Joan Chen, the geneticist there.
Yeah.
She actually goes for a kick to the crotch on Diane Lane.
Did she really?
She did. Text, you pick that up?
I totally missed that.
No?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. It's just funny because that's usually a guy move, just kick the other guy in the crotch. But in this movie, and they had to have a woman for Diane Lane to fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the 90s, so goodness forbid that she's able to fight a man and win.
Yeah.
Yep. So they gave her, not that Joan Chen was a pushover, but at the same time I think it was funny. And then she just goes for a bona fide crotch kick and it gets stopped. just watch that scene. It's really funny. And the only other note I have here is that they use DNA from judges to create a super judge, and they also create a super criminal. If you didn't know you were in a comic book movie by now,
yeah, really.
Well, now you fucking do, okay? Like,
yeah, really, yeah.
the literal, like, daily soap. He might as well have had a mustache, friggin' evil twin thing. Come on, guys.
Yeah, really. So a few things on this movie. This movie predates the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
To give you an idea about how old this is.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
It is also the first movie to release simultaneously with a video game tie-in.
Huh.
I'm not surprised.
So that's kind of interesting. The moment where Dredd takes off his helmet caused a lot of controversy. Dredd would never remove his helmet in the comics.
Right.
Once he took it off only once, and his disfigured face was covered with a sensor bar.
Oh, yes, I've heard
that
this.
big reveal that it was Stallone, I guess, really pissed off comic book fans.
Yeah, and that's why in the remake you actually never see Carl Urban's face. That's why.
Yeah,
really?
I don't think you do.
Nope, that's right. He keeps the helmet on from end to end the entire time, and that's why is because that's kind of a thing in the comic books. They never actually wanted to show what he looked like under the mask.
So do have some almost cast. First, we'll go with the director, Rennie Harlan, I should say. Director of Die Hard 2, Deep Blue Sea, and Cliffhanger. Almost directed this movie.
Oh, man.
Richard Donner, who did the first 2 Superman movies, the entire Lethal Weapon series, and one of my personal favorites, Maverick,
Oh, come
starring
on.
Mel Gibson. And the Coen brothers turned this down.
Oh.
Could
All
have been such
better.
a better movie.
Oh, all better.
Of course, in the role of Dredd, who was almost cast?
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Nope.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go. In the role of Fergie, almost played by Joe Pesci.
1995
Okay,
Pesci?
I probably could have I probably could have stood that Fergie.
Sure. And I bet you would have loved this one, too, in the role of Rico, his twin brother. So imagine this playing opposite Sylvester Stallone. Christopher Walken.
Oh my god!
Mark, this is the law.
I judge you for betraying a Flash. Oh,
Yes! Oh my god!
and just to hear him do the law.
Oh my god! Just to hear him say anything.
Oh my
God, I love
god.
Christopher Walken.
Oh my god.
So as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
I have a couple of them here. Well, 3 of them. Or is it the story of one robot coming out of retirement for one last mission?
Yeah.
Or is it the story of how to properly say the word law? Or, and this just occurred to me this time going around. I can't believe I picked up on this, but or is it how Judge Dredd at the beginning of the movie predicted all of the charges that should be levied against him by the end of this ordeal?
Oh yes.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Mega City Municipal Code 213, willful destruction of property. He blows up that guy's car just for a parking ticket, essentially. Okay?
Huh.
2 years. That's 2 years. I went back to the beginning of the movie and wrote all these down, and he's guilty of all of these. Municipal Code 310, illegal possession of a firearm. 5 years. After he's kicked off the force, he's using all kinds of firearms. Code 457, resisting arrest. 20 years. He's chased by judges throughout this entire whole third act and never surrenders. And then finally, Code 3613, first degree murder of a street judge. Death penalty. 5 counts in this movie. He kills 5 street judges.
Huh.
Yep.
He does all of these by the end of this movie. He should have killed himself.
It's true. I have it just a simple, or is it the story of the repeated attempts and subsequent failures of trying to murder Ferguson?
Oh, I wish.
No, there are so many points where he should have been killed.
Oh, I agree. No, I wish he had died.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm talking about just the instances where it's like he was set up to be killed, but then didn't die.
I have it, or is it one more step in Stallone's attempt to make out with every hot young actress in the 90s?
Amen.
Or is it one cadet's attempt to use his video and photoshopping skills to impress the only active female judge in the city? Or is it Rob Schneider, you can't do it? So that's going to pretty much do it for Judge Dredd. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
Join us next time and we'll take a look at 2 sports store employees who become a part of the bomb squad in the Iraq War. Jeremy Renner and Anthony Mackie star in The Foot Locker.